Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany Minton and I'm here to discuss with you today what child abuse is, what it does, and the lasting effects it can have on a child. There are many forms of child abuse. There's physical, mental, and emotional, all of which are equally harsh and painful. First, we're going to talk about physical abuse and the lasting effects it has on the child, not only on the outside but the inside as well. The pain from the strikes of a parent or guardian gives a child has lesser lasting effects than the pain on the inside that the child feels. This is the most visible form of child abuse. There's always a frequency or a pattern with the child who is abused. Children play hard. They get cuts and bruises and scrapes, so it's very hard to detect if it's actual physical abuse or if it's children that have actually just fallen. But with physical abuse, there's always repeat spots. 19% of substantiated cases are of physical abuse. Physical abuse most often comes from severe punishment, whether it be a parent or guardian losing their temper or getting overly frustrated with a child. On the next page, it says 1 in 3 girls and 1 in 6 boys are molested by the age of 18. 70 to 90% of people who are molesters are friends of the family or family members. On the next page, it just shows pictures of children that are abused physically. You can see that face. And on the next page, the most victimized children are 3 and under. So sad. And on the next one, it states infants under the age of 1 are the most common age group to be killed by abuse, and you can see all the bruises on that child's face. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is mental abuse. Mental abuse can come in the form of neglect. Neglect can be as simple as not giving a child adequate attention, or it can go to the extreme when a child is not given food or water. Personal hygiene is also a sign of neglect. Not making sure your child is clean is another form. Consistently putting a child down, telling them they're worthless or no good, telling them that they were a mistake, these are all words that can destroy a child's self-esteem. Mental abuse also comes in the form of brainwashing. Brainwashing is when a parent, normally a custodial parent, lies about the other parent during a divorce or whatever has happened. The parent doing the brainwashing will not let the other parent, the non-custodial parent, talk to the kids or lie about when they call. These are all forms of brainwashing. Next, here's some pictures of mentally abused children. The next thing I'm going to talk about is emotional abuse. These come in many different forms. Verbal abuse, discouraging a child from doing their best, showing acts of violence in front of the children. Emotional abuse impairs emotional development and growth in a child. Emotional abuse hurts as much as physical abuse. A child going through this is very loyal to that parent who is committing this, afraid that they will get punished if they say anything. A child can be extra clingy, wanting extra attention. Other signs is aggressive behavior towards others, antisocial behavior, withdrawn or sad acting, lack of self-confidence, loss of bowel movements after being trained previously. Any adult involved with this child can be the one emotionally abusing that child, whether it be parents, teachers, neighbors. These adults could always try to blame a child for their faults, even if it is not their own. Threatening the child with severe punishment, not comforting a child as punishment, alcohol abuse and or being violent, these are all signs. We ask ourselves, why does this happen? It could be as simple as stress that a parent has, and they don't know how to manage it, so they take it out on a child. The abuser always wants to be in control. The effects that it can have on a child. Later in life, it can be depression that develops, anxiety, low self-esteem, trouble in their relationships, difficulty trusting people. And as adults, unfortunately, these children sometimes will do the same thing to their own children. Everything that I've discussed today are all forms of child abuse. Physical, mental, and emotional abuse can and will take a huge toll on children. Children need to feel loved and cared for, not only for their growth and development, but for later in life as well. The long-lasting effects on a child can be detrimental to them and the relationships that they try to develop. Positivity towards a child goes a long way. Let's all try to be a positive role model in our children's lives. Thank you. And then here's